We now return to SimCity 3000. Okay, as you can see, I've started working a little bit on this. I'm not totally sold yet. The thing that's kind of got me for a loop here is these little things. I'm trying to figure out how to make parks and plazas around this in a way that looks good, and it's really difficult when every time I click on something, place it down, think, let's try the other one, and then I gotta go back in here and find it again because the list starts back up at the top. So it's taken a while. So far, what I've got here is 4 parks surrounding a plaza, and then a fountain, and then a couple plaza pieces, and then this thing. Another thing that's kind of thrown me off too is that there's this pinkish red tile kind of thing for some of them, and then others have more of a muted gray tone. And so, lining that up to make that look good is also kind of difficult. And I'm not really sure if I want to do like a lot of repeats here, because one thing I was thinking maybe for the corners is put the 3x3 park, but then that's just a lot of repetition. Obviously the courthouse is going to go here. I could probably just put that down now. But anyway, I'm going to come back to this. I'm working on it. The grass thing I actually found. I stole it from the nice, the rich lawn. I think that looks nice. But see, this park here has the same pink tile set, so I think it might work. But again, I'm going to have to play. So we got some commercial that's left town here. That's an issue. First things first, what I wanted to do, the desalinization plant over here. I don't remember if I disconnected it completely or if it's always been far away, but because it's being used, I'm guessing that it's filtering through the seaport into the water system, but it's not being completely used. But the fact that at one point it was fully used, I'm thinking I disconnected this in a panic and then just didn't reconnect it. But anyway, I'm going to reconnect it. But I think we're going to go ahead and dive into trying to connect up the farms and see if another desalinization plant will actually do the trick here. So I think I'm going to put it down. I think I'm going to put it down here. I kind of wanted to leave sort of lumpy, bumpy areas just for variety's sake, just kind of have some visual interest. But I think that would be maybe the best place to put that. I can finally fill stuff in here. So I think we'll do that, and then we'll put in another treatment plant, although maybe I don't need to. Why were the 2 of them maxed out? They've been maxed out since I disconnected this. Well, whatever. Okay, just do it. Just get it done and try it. We're going to fill in this area anyway, so I may as well add another one. I think, so okay. I'm not sure how close it has to be. I hope that being right here is enough to actually make that work. I guess we'll find out. Okay, it's not going to work as it is right now. So we have to go in and remove the lumpy bumpies. Okay. Plant right back here. I mean, putting it directly next to industry is probably not a big deal, all things considered, but anyway. Now, the treatment plant's the one that's insane, yeah. I mean, I do have the money for it. But you know what? Let's wait and see. I'm curious to know. I'll just hook you up that way. So this one, I think I'm going to do some disconnects. I guess I'll keep it attached to this loop just because, but let's go ahead and get rid of that. And just because I'm finicky like that, I'm also going to move that pipe, if I can find you. There you are. Because that's actually under the rail right now, I think. Oh no, it's under the road. Okay. So we'll hook you up there. So now, that is on its own loop. Except for right here, we need to disconnect you. Then we'll stretch you all the way out. Didn't get the power plants watered. I don't know that that's a negative thing necessarily. And there we go there. The whole reason I didn't finish this with the pumps is because it's expensive, and it seems like I would have to surround the whole waterway with these pumps to fulfill enough need for the farms that are thirsty, thirsty. So hopefully this plant can handle that, because I would very much like to utilize this, maybe to feed into the city again. And I may need to reroute pipes yet again, you know, maybe like sever it there, and then reconnect that one so that just this part is connected to the rest of the city system. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, let's go ahead and let that go. Still not enough. See, man, it's just not worth it, is it? Okay, now that is definitely enough. And we are now encroaching. We are going to need another one. For now, it's okay, I guess. No water pollution, huh? We are at least at a max 5,000, so that's good. It means that it's close enough to the water to get full efficiency out of it. But this one, goddamn, it's crazy. It's not even doing this. Like, I'm actually surprised it hasn't drained from here over to here yet. That's just really expensive, actually. I do kind of regret it, actually. I mean, the farms don't need water, so we... sure. I really probably shouldn't do that too often. Holiday to honor the mayor. Okay, the brownouts went away. Good, good. Though we should probably look... Oh, already? Okay, fine. We should probably look at that. One of you is dying here, I'm sure. It's gonna die here pretty quick. Sim Weatherman Willard Wright donned Grand Marshal of SolarCities Thanksgiving Day Parade. Yeah, I do kind of regret allowing that to happen just because of this. Oh, well, that's not good. Oh, I think it's waiting on a sim to cross the... Oh, what the hell? Why am I out here? I meant to zoom in. Yeah, it was waiting for a sim to cross. That's okay. What we do need to do today, sim police officers wanted. Apply at your local precinct. Why is that? Crime is going up over here, but I mean, just because of that... God, would you stop? It's really weird how the elevation change is enough to cause it to load. I think maybe I'm placing too many trees. Maybe that's what's slowing it down. Because each of these is an entity. But if it wasn't this, it would be a building, so, you know, what's it matter? Anyway, before I was completely interrupted there, crime is low over here. Which is good. Managed to get rid of that. So yeah, it's just the ports. For fuck's sake. Alright, well... Good opportunity to check on things. I think we'll skip the Thanksgiving parades for a while. I do need another museum at some point, though. I should consider putting that somewhere. Maybe prepare for this side? Because I could get... Let's see, if we're going to do like a 4x, and then we're going to do 3x's, right there would actually be a great spot for it. Because we can do the mediums on the outside, some heavies right there, and then museum on a 3x3 spot. Oh, for fuck. I hate that aspect of it. I really do. It's not bad enough that it stops the game, but it keeps forcing you to come back and watch this damn thing. It's obnoxious. We should be really good on our parks. Let's see, 80, 82. We need 82. So, oh yeah, we're way ahead on acreage for that. That's good. finally Santa. Did I show the that one lot that turns into, now we don't have it because land value is too high, but that one lot that kept turning into the fireworks also sells Christmas trees and snowmen during Christmas time. It's fun. Well, as soon as this is done, should be here shortly. Man, that is just awful. And it's only at that level that it has such issue loading. It's really weird. Why are you? Pollution levels are too high. Traffic must be too high out here. As soon as this is done, though, we're gonna fill in this block over here and work our way up. Now, I had a second thought about what I wanted to do here. Because I happen to have that park. Oops. Get out of here. That Geyser Park. I've been thinking, where could I put this? And originally I was thinking maybe I could do a little side road over here and put it over here. If I removed this and turned it into commercial or something, that'd be a good spot. Because it does affect commercial and there's a nice patch of it over here. How much does it affect? 15. So moderately. But then I thought, well, you know, you'd see maybe like a geyser at the top of a dormant. Holy crap! No! Stop! Don't go out. Wrong key. Oh, it's gone now. But this finally, we need to look at traffic. Okay. Yeah. Well. Okay. So now maybe we're gonna have to start considering this because that's about to become a heavily trafficked area. We may in fact need a rail connection over here after all. This, that's unfortunate. How are you? 202, that's still pretty good, but it's almost like we need another one right there in the middle. I mean, maybe, huh? Alright, well anyway, let's get back into it and use my exorbitant amount of money. 13,000 now? That's pretty good. We've got enough demand. I don't feel the need to lower that. Okay, let's go in. And let's start spreading out. Like, this thing is going to go a ways. And we're going to use that as a commercial strip. And we're going to connect you up here. And I guess pull something like that. There. That's a better angle. I guess I want that to continue on. I'll have that rail go over, and then we'll have a rail bridge down that way. Now that's the... Oh, I see what's going on. I see. See, I'd counted this out, and if I did my normal blocks, 10 by 10 block there, 10 by 10 block there, the road would have run right by that. But because there's going to be rail in the middle, it's not going to add up anymore, and I forgot that. Wondering why it looked weird. That's okay. That's actually okay, because we don't really want this. I think these have bad appeal. They got NIMBYism, and so we don't really want to surround it with anything. If anything, though, we can do like a 6x6 strip commercial right in there. That wouldn't be too bad. So I will, well, if road would run over that anyway, I would do that. Yeah, we'll just kind of, well, we'll probably have some offset blocks here at some point. There, that one. So let's see, where does that one go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, nice. Not so nice, though, that it's gonna cause like 2 downhills are gonna create an intersection there. I don't like that. This is gonna have to jump in like that, which is kind of okay, I guess. Prefer not to. And then this, I guess we're just gonna do a half hill deal. So that should line up then with the next one, right? Say right here. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eh? There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I thought I had planned that out. Okay. Do I? Right, because these are oddly shaped, and so the system was always going to be wonky here. So we can get another block in here. We can at least do this. I could put that up, but then it's going to be disconnected from that road. Or we just have really long, weird ones. Or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll reshape that. I think this is plenty for now. Although, why don't we finish up down here? We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Road. Oh, look at that. It's almost like it was meant to be. Perfect. Now this one, screw it. We can always deal with a little imperfection. It's fine. That is going to be an issue. We're absolutely going to have to reshape that. But I think this will also mean that we can get rid of some really crappy looking power lines here too. I don't think I'm going to send rail off. Well, maybe I should. Maybe I should continue rail through here into this sector. Maybe I'll shoot it off that way. So I will have the rail continue this way. Maybe I'll have it go that way and it'll just be like an outside loop. So I'm not really sure how this is going to develop. We can always redevelop, so yeah, whatever. Anyway, get back into this, and boy oh boy, are we going to be real short on water, I have a feeling, when this whole thing is said and done. Yeah, I mean, that works, right? Now, I mean, if we want to fix stuff, now that I have the system in place, we could remove that and hook it up into the road network. Which, you know, once we put a couple there, here, we'll do that. This serves absolutely no purpose and is just a waste of money. But from a role-playing perspective, because I always like to do that when I play SimCity, putting it underneath the roads makes it easier for maintenance. My little Sims will appreciate it. Let's do light commercial. Say like right there. Good. And then, should we go... I feel like I'm kind of getting into, well, you know, a very rural part of this. I feel like we should go back to our basic light residentials. That's not going to consume a lot of the demand. But, oh, and then we're going to have to clean out all the trees. All the dead wood has got to go away. Oh, those locusts. I guess I've never really had locusts playing this game as often as I had now, but then again, I've never made farms, like to this extent. You know, usually the farms go away almost immediately. We can probably actually get rid of this now as well. The farms almost always go away immediately, just because, you know, they last for like 5 years or whatever, and then the demands for industry on your city just take a toll, and they end up getting frozen out and turned into industry, because I don't take the time to do the very long and extensive amount of historicizing, which is really, really annoying, actually. It is actually kind of a pain. It's worth it, though. Like, I definitely think that this whole thing, I mean, with the trees being put in and the farms and all that stuff, this doesn't look like any city I've ever built before. It definitely gives it a completely different feel. Like a more, I don't know, vibrant feel, especially the farms. Like being able to look at this and then just see that is completely different. And it's a real shame that they didn't decide to decouple the farm like they did in SimCity 4. They made agriculture its own thing. But they had the opportunity to do that when they upgraded the game to the unlimited. It's kind of disappointing that they decided to just keep it as is. And then I guess we'll just go ahead and fill in those. Right, so I said we're going to leave that as our little commercial spot. I do have some other places for commercial. I had a thought about something that was going to go in there, and I don't remember what that is right now. I think I was going to put more residential here, too. May as well, right? Just because I can. Now, you are not going to work out, so that has got to change. Let's see, where are we at? We're at a pond, I think, right there. Put a pond here. That's not gonna go there. Guess I could put it here. Here or here? Let's see. It will... That's far enough away from a road. Okay, we'll go here. We'll go here. I do wish that there was a bit more variety. You know, they went to the trouble of releasing more landmarks, which, from a perspective of creating the assets, would be very time-consuming, right? Maybe they could have put in a few more parks or something. I'm sure there are mods. But I'm always leery of doing heavily modded games, gameplays, just because they're not the same, you know? It gets to a point where you're actually just playing the mod and not the game. It's kind of like City Skylines does that a lot. Not really a game that you can just play vanilla anymore. And then I guess we can do something there. You know what? Why don't we? We'll save that for a school, and undoubtedly we're going to need another school over there. Maybe even. No, where are you? Well, it looks like police is actually going to cover a little bit of that. That's the water, so that's already... So actually, no, we're fine. Putting a police station... I mean, the police will have to overlap, but it looks like it's going to go... Well, actually, it looks like it's probably going to go right about there. That's where the elevation change is, and that would be a good center for it. Scoop right by that, so yeah, it'd have to be right about there. Oh, well, we'll come back and probably demolish that. All in due time. There's some trees I left alive. They're dead trees. Left them unpruned. Okay. Well, let's see what that does. Anything I'm missing right now? It should jump the power. We'll find out in a minute if it does. Got that connected to the water. Okay. Is it still powered? Still pumping? Probably gonna want a train station right here before it leaves. We're not too far away, but given that I put one every couple blocks, probably the place to put it. Now this part of the ridge is much thicker. We could actually probably get a zone up here, a block, as opposed to this, which is pretty thin. I might leave that for development. There's a couple pock marks. Those must be meteor holes right there, craters. I have to fill those in. Yeah, that didn't even dent this. That didn't do shit to that. Okay. Well, that's fun, I guess. Giving me a little bit of commercial popping back, but not enough. You know what? Why don't we give, since it doesn't really take much out of my monthly or yearly, let's lower taxes even more, incentivize them even more. You know what else would help? That ordinance. This tourism ordinance here. I'm not thrilled about the traffic, though. Sims benefit from stronger commercial demand. They gripe about the traffic. But... well, I guess we can see how bad the traffic is. I mean, I've done all the transport stuff, right? Well, except for carpool and stuff, I guess not. Alright. Let's see what we can do to the city here. I want to make sure... we are a little bit out. Well, that's just because we're actually out of range. Is that? There you go. Yeah, that's going off on a hill that it shouldn't be going up. I could actually probably just connect this. Yeah. Gridlock strangles lifestyles. Okay, well, let's go see. I think you're just talking about this, though. Doesn't seem that much. I mean, this is awful here. This is actually pretty bad. I should probably put a rail station maybe down here. Even though I didn't fill this in yet, which I had intended to. Yeah. How are we gonna do that? I mean, does it have to be right next to anything? For the sake of it, obviously, I'd want it to be connected by road, but I don't know that it has to be. I think it might just work kind of... God, that's so bad. Proposed theme park would keep Sims singing, swinging, and spending. We'll accept it. We won't just build it right now, though. A man caught shoplifting spatulas. Thousands of flippers found in bedroom. Alright. Well, we're doing this whole thing for a look here, so let's try. Maybe we can straighten that out if I add one more loop over here. Then we kill that one. Okay, we gotta do one more. Good, good. Put a train station there. I will put parking lots in as per usual. I'll delete that one to remind myself. And then why don't we go ahead and put in a little bit of the demand down here. Okay, you know what? We can go ahead and put in treatment plant next to that. Make sure it's connected to the system. It is. Let's do medium. At some point I'm going to want to do heavy. Maybe I'll do heavy along the backside here. Because I don't really, I mean, I'm going to have another place for it. And I was thinking maybe over here. There's like a little, well, this whole area was depression until that came in. Maybe here. You know, I don't really want it next to the river so much for pollution's sake. But we're definitely going to need more. Like, we can't just have everyone ride the train to here. And I don't think farms are going to be enough. Maybe just a little bit here if I can get a tech park to develop. In the corner somewhere? I don't know. But anyway, I'm not going to have many more opportunities to try and really pack in a lot of density. So maybe we'll end up redeveloping one of these into some high density, but for right now I think I'll just stick with the medium. So we can definitely back this up to like there. Then I think because that'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. That'll be okay. Maybe maintain this whole tree thing. Oh, I just put it back in the place that I cleaned out. Okay. God damn it, I meant the tree. Thankfully these are cheap. Alright, yeah, let's see. Sims cheer completion of new water treatment plant. Oh yeah. This is still such a waste. It really is. I shouldn't water those farms. I just need to get that away. I just wanted to get this out of the ticker because it just fills it up so much. It's annoying. Unfortunately, there's no mega water pump or anything like that. There's no way to escalate above the water pumps to actually provide anything. And that water really can be used elsewhere. We're not really suffering from power, so I don't need to put no power in at the moment. Brownout, I mean, even though it complains, I don't know why that is. I really, really don't. I am baffled by the constant complaints of the power situation. It doesn't make any damn sense to me. Pollution continues to just back and forth out here. There has to be a solution to that. How are we doing on everything else? Okay, we're making plenty. But now we need a new college. Okay. Schedule elective surgery now. Hospitals are plentiful. Thank you. So, college time. Let's go ahead and put in the road system over here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is going to be an awkward ridgeline. Well, I may as well just go the whole way, right? And some nice flat intersection on a hill. Nice flat areas. Maybe like here? Why don't we put a college there, and then that gives me... I mean, a college right across from a college? Okay, let's maybe put that a little closer to the inner side of town. Bearing in mind, I do want to have like a sports park nearby. I don't know, do we want it too far in town? Let's see. So I'm thinking here might be the double road. But if I were to continue this, let's say, you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is gonna jank in probably at some point. Probably do like that. But that could be college. Okay, I'll hold off on that one until I think about it, because it should have a nice place. But one thing we can do, I've been meaning to do this for a while, is put a zoo right down here. And why was I saving that? There was going to be a little 2x2 area, maybe commercial was I thinking of putting there? I don't know. Obviously we don't want to put another library there, and there aren't too many other 2x2 buildings. But also, marinas. I thought maybe we could put a marina in. So, not really used those much. So that's fun. And now we have sailboats that'll be going around. And maybe we can probably put in a few over here. In fact, why don't we put one right there? It bothers me a little bit how these are just out in the middle of the water. Like you'd have to boat out to get to your boats. That doesn't make any damn sense. But at least we got it now. Whatever good that's doing me. I do not know how many boats we want berthed in those ports. Oh man, it's more than just sailboats out here. It's got fishing trawlers and whatever the hell that is. Tugboats, maybe, out here? Whatever. The waters are more lively now, that's good. So yeah, this is going to be hard for me, because I do want this to be clear. Like, I would want the Civic Center to have sort of a clear front, but there's no beach, there's nothing to put here that would make this sort of like a big park. I guess I could maybe fake a park. Just treat it like a big seaside park. Because the thing I would like to do, if this were more like a City Skylines thing where you could actually, shape roads and whatnot, I would like to use awkward spaces as sort of green spaces. And so, like, this would be a very awkwardly shaped space, but it would make a good waterfront park, So I'll have to figure out how to do that. Maybe I can fake it. I don't know. I mean, there is this lawn asset that I could maybe just fill in and do something with that. But yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll just pretend that it's a park. Because if I want the 4x4 buildings, we have to start really raising the land value to just crazy heights. So putting 3x3 parks up in here and maybe over here and whatever, that should be pretty good here, which is unfortunate because it's all going out into the water. But at least here, we should start seeing or eventually see some of the tall buildings, which is my goal. But we're never going to see the really big commercial demand unless we have a lot more people in town. How are you watered? So I'm really going to have to start cramming people in here. That probably means we're going to have to start putting more pumps down the river. And eventually, and I thought maybe I'd put like a treatment plant here, but it has NIMBY effect and it'll be bad for this whole location. Which, yeah, given, well, it does have medium. I was thinking maybe given its proximity to the bridge and all that, it's not good, but got a lot of 2x2 spots. And not enough 2x2 assets in this game, unfortunately. Not unless I fake it and just maybe spam together a bunch of parks. Kind of like this one with the gazebo. Yeah, that's a cool look. And if I did like a gazebo, which I'd have to place, and then maybe like park fountain or something, I could fake a 2x2 park. I mean, I don't know. So now I have to be mindful of this, though. And I really think as soon as I put that highway in, it's going to have a terrible pollution effect along the way here. But I do have to be mindful of having too much traffic in the area. So we might just end up having like a green belt here. But I know for sure, and I may as well just make this connection because we're going to have this connection eventually anyway. I know for sure I at least want some of this to be... Oh man, look at this. Yeah, we got to do something. Maybe bus stops don't work that way though. Bus stops are a get on and then go to a destination. So putting it out here in the farm, out here in the industry, I don't think traffic comes from here. Maybe it does. Because I mean, God, look at the passengers on this one. Maybe it does as they go home. I mean, maybe. Well, you know what? Here's one way to find out, and it's relatively cheap. Oh, okay, well there's not one there, but I could maybe put a bus stop here. Here and here. I can at least put one there. Maybe one there. Let's let this run for just a minute. I want to see if anybody gets on. No. That's what I thought. Nobody's getting on. Strange little shift in the traffic, though. Like here is just insane. Yeah, so they drop off at the station and then they drive, is what's going on there. Parts of Solar City, havens for crooks. That must be very small. Still outside police precinct, unless you're talking about new development here, which is entirely possible. Yeah, it's all those new blocks. So really... Actually, police would go right about here. Looks like. A little bit of overlap, and then we cover some of the farms. Some of that crime, though, that must be coming out of that. That doesn't explain anything about what's going on here. It's got to be attached to like traffic and some other things. But anyway, that'll work. That'll help out a little bit. Just have to keep going on, I guess. There. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's not a big deal since it almost immediately goes back to the way it was, but it is kind of annoying. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of these. You get onto a bus and go to a destination. Really weird. Subways are what the fuck? Oil recycling. The one place I didn't make historical, huh? Alright. I guess I'll do a placeable, a ploppable. Um. Yeah. Okay. Well, subways. Subways is what I was gonna say. Might be a solution. I probably was gonna save subways just for like over here, and more in super high dense areas. But I guess it depends on traffic. I don't really plan on crossing the river with it, just because. I mean, look at the way. Like I've not connected the water pipes either. But look how screwed up this is. It is just so. Where would I even draw a line? I guess it works there. It would flatten out a lot of stuff, but I don't know. I just feel like when you're doing a lot of cross water stuff, it's really difficult to make it work out and look good. And I did. I don't know, man. That's still quite a hill. I did try to level that out a little bit, but I don't know. Like, I guess subways do act kind of like the trains do, just underground. So maybe putting a subway station out here would help. Not unless it comes from here, because where is that traffic even originating from? I'm guessing it's going from residential out here, but it's got to be coming here. Like, they're coming here and then they're going on that road. So, like, we've already got mass transit out here. That's not really helping. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe once I get the highway out here, that'll help, because then they'll just use the highway to travel? I don't know. And anyway, let's just keep plugging along, I guess. So yeah, I'm going to figure out where I want to put that college, and then ultimately probably where to keep the university as well, because that's quite a big thing. That is not... Oh, hey, while we're at here, now that I've got you, this Hopfengarten, I wanted to put you right here. Yeah. Because I am going to transition this area into like a little bit of commercial right there, and maybe do like that so that we have some residential down in here. AB here, again, that was kind of predicated on moving a lot of the industry away. We're getting nothing but the ugly stuff, which is really bad. Low land value, though, as opposed to very low land value. And lots of people are using that. So, I don't know. We still have a major amount of demand here. So maybe I'll do that. I'll put some heavy stuff down here. Where on earth was I going to put waste to... That is not you. Garbage? There you go. Waste to energy. I was thinking kind of around here. Yes. I'll have to remember. Uh-oh. It's dying, that's why. So it's time to replace that with the waste to energy. There is a landmark. There's actually several landmarks in here that did not come with the pack, but were actually in the game, but they were they're not included in the list, and you can unlock them using the little cheat there that I used. And one of them is a junkyard. It's like a wrecker yard. So that's a unique asset, and I'd like to put it next to the landfill or maybe the recycling centers or something. So I do still want to keep some area out here just for development's sake, for little stuff like that. You almost dead? You're getting there. We still got power though. Well, do we? I don't know. The game is still questionable on that regard. But anyway, yeah. So like, I guess we'll try and fill this in. Maybe I'll go ahead and spend some money. How much does highway cost? It's really damn expensive. It's 500 just for a plot of tiles. Like, if I just wanted to do that, it would be $7 grand. And that doesn't even do anything, because I can't connect it here, because there is no connection on this border. So, but finishing it up and getting it all to start looking nice would be good. Oh, I also realized that even though I can't continue the airport in the way I want and get like another runway, I could fake it. Because the runway assets are also in here when you do the cheat. So I could fake maybe like another runway combo complex or whatever and just make it look like a much larger airport. In fact, I could get a parking garage out here too. There's a parking garage asset. I think it's a 2x2. Ooh, maybe that's what I can use for some fill-ins. But yeah, like we can start dotting things around and making it actually look more like a city and just kind of finish this side of town and be done with it. So I can sort of focus on combining all of this, get maybe that rail over here, get our next batch, and then we'll just start slamming in blocks kind of like this, just wantonly getting that going. But I do need to think, because we're going to have occasional little commercial centers. We're going to have to put jobs somewhere. Maybe I will turn this into the Geyser Park. I kind of want to fill this in just because there's nothing over here. But putting it up here takes away land value, but it makes sense to put it at an elevation. I don't know. We'll develop all this stuff as we go here, and hopefully knock that out much faster. In fact, maybe I'll go ahead and start plotting out the blocks, whatever I'm going to do on this, and just kind of get it prepped and ready for the next few episodes, and then we'll just start going, because we're almost at 100,000, and I would absolutely like to hit that sooner than later, because then when we can start filling in with the densities, we can start moving towards. I'm not really sure what the goal of the game will be, or the series will be. Maybe hitting 1 million. I think that's going to be hard, especially given I'm going to take up a lot of space with farms and other shenanigans, so who knows. But anyway, that's enough rambling. I'll end this one here. I will see you next time.